Hello friends, we're gonna do a fun little project, and the first thing that you are going to have at your desk is a piece of paper. So grab your pencils and write your name on that piece of paper. If you need help, just raise your hand and the sub can come over and help you write your name. There's my name. So now I'm going to flip over my paper, okay? The first thing you want to do is to grab your pencil in your right hand and put your left hand down on the paper like this. Then you're going to hold your pencil straight up and down and trace your hand. My hand is a lot bigger than yours, so it's going to take up way more space, but that's okay. So there's my hand. And I just have my hand, my arm, go off the edge of the paper. Now, I'm going to switch to my left hand. My pencil is in my left hand. I'm going to put my right hand down like this. Some of you might find this a little bit harder, and that's okay. Just do your best. Remember, keep your pencil straight up and down if you can, and trace your hand. Don't go too fast, because I want you to be careful. I want this to look like a hand. All right. There we go. Okay, now we are going to trace our hands with a black marker, but I have some rules. This is a Sharpie. Now, a lot of teachers don't want to give kindergartners Sharpies, but at my last school, we were able to trust the kindergartners with Sharpies and we never had any messes with it. This kind of marker has some rules. When you open it, put the lid on the back so you don't lose it. The Sharpie never ever touches your skin or your clothes. That also means it does not touch any of your friends' skin or clothes. If you see someone who is not following the rules, you need to raise your hand and tell the teacher. If the teacher sees that you colored on your skin or clothes or someone else's skin or clothes, you get this taken away and you do not get it back until I come back. So that is a lot of time when you are not using the Sharpie. If you get your Sharpie taken away, you don't get to trace with it. You have to trace with a black crayon. So show me that you are big kids and that you can do this, because I know a lot of kindergartners can do this. They did at my last school. So this is kind of like a test. Also want to try our very, very best to make sure that the Sharpie doesn't get on the table, but if you do a little bit on accident, it's okay. Don't freak out. We have stuff that can help clean it off the tables. But if you put it on someone's clothes, it won't come out of their clothes. And if you draw on your skin, it won't come off for a few days. So do your best. I'm going to trust you. Now you're going to grab your Sharpie and you're going to trace your hands. Be very careful when you do this and do your best. If you go a little on the inside or a little on the outside of your pencil lines, it's okay, don't worry, but just try to stay right on your lines, okay? Go ahead and do that. I'm going to speed up the video so you know what to do next. When you are totally done tracing your hands, you need to put the cap back onto the marker and make sure it's all the way closed, okay? Then we're going to put it to the side. Grab your pencil, and if you have room in between your hands, it's okay if you don't, but if you have room between your hands, let's draw a line. Now you can see that this side is a little bit bigger than this side, and that's okay. I'm not gonna be upset. where this is just for us to separate the warm and cool colors. Now, I hope you guys were really paying attention when we talked about warm and cool colors. There are some signs in the room that should help you remember. But really quick, let's look at some warm and cool colors. You are going to have a box of crayons at your desk, but they're going to be all mixed up. So it is your job to help you and your friends find the warm and cool colors. So I have my orange, yellow, red, pink. These are my warm colors. And my cool colors are blue, let's see, purple, green, and there's another green, and there might be some different blues, okay? Remember, white and black are not warm or cool, and if you see a brown crayon, just leave it, okay? Pink is a warm color. Let's see if there's anything else in here. I think that's about it. Okay, try to have your warm colors be over here and your cool colors be over here. And you are going to color everything around your hands. So we are not coloring in the hands, we are coloring around the hands. And you can color however you like. You can have lines going out from behind. You can have shapes behind. But I want you to get all of those colors all the way in. Now, even though right now I used all of my warm colors, does that mean that I'm done? No. I want all of this white space to be completely filled up. The only white space I want to have is on the inside of my hand. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to speed up the video and just show you the different ways that I fill my space. All right, I have my warm side done. I have some shapes, I have some sort of scribbles, I have some lines, but what is really important is that I filled in all of it, okay? And it doesn't have to look super pretty, but this is just so we remember that this is where the warm colors are. Okay, now you're gonna do the same thing, but with your cool colors. And so remember, that would be blue, green, and purple. And you might have some different blues or different greens or different purples. But help your friends out. If you see someone next to you who maybe looks a little confused about what's a cool color or a warm color, you can tell them, or if you are confused, you can raise your hand and the sub can remind you. I'm going to leave some signs up, and maybe if the sub can, they could leave the sign up on the computer so you guys know. But I'm going to speed up my video and show you how I do my cool side. Now, I really want you guys to go back and fill in all the white spaces. So I still have some white space over here. So I'm going to make sure I press down hard with my crayon and I don't have any white spaces. So I want you to look all around your paper. Yep, I have one right there. So maybe I'll go back with my red crayon. I'll go in between here with the pink. And I really want you guys to fill in everything. Everything, except for the inside of your hands. So take your time. If you press down hard with your crayons, you won't see as much white. But don't press super hard, because then you might accidentally break it. Okay. And there is my project. I'm going to keep going and fill in stuff, and I want you guys to do the exact same thing. When you're totally done, please make sure that the sub has the Sharpies and that all of your crayons are picked up and put in the boxes, okay? Good job today.